Walked away to what you thought was real. You took everything that I had, yeah. Walked away, but you left one thing behind. You're wondering just what that is. Yes, you are. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world comes tumbling down, I'll be there. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. We're gonna make a little love down by the water. Maybe I'm a son, maybe I'm a daughter. When the music man calls, that's when I gotta play. So I burn for the things I never had. I'm burning with hate, with love. Spin around. 'Cause as a boy I had a dream. Carry it with me today. Yes, I do. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the walls come tumbling down, I'll be there. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world comes tumbling down, I'll be there. Hey, 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 hey. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking.
Giottos is so good. These chocolates are what? Chocolates. We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops.
Over me, got a will of your own. But I told you that life ain't a fantasy. Now I watch you every day. Turn it up, it's just your way. Rocket fuel runs through your brain. Like I told you on the train, that it's the only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. That it's the only, 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 only thing she knows. She knows. So it started to rain. Met a woman with eyes like a hurricane. Told her she was the one. And she looked at the moon, calling me and said, now I watch you every day. Turn it up, it's just your way. Rocket fuel runs through your brain. hell's wrong with my telescope now? What's wrong with this thing?
The lost Lone Ranger, can I break this spell? Who wants them right? Who I make you do things wrong? If I walk that fine line, who I will always take the fall. If I just do them, I can live from the right. I sleep all day long, and then I breathe down through the night. I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I've felt a lot of women refuse to understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take for your money and whatever spring. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Guitar Players Planet.
It's gotta mean something. It's gotta.
Sunny skies, the smell of palm tree air. Looking back, I could never feel fair. The way the music has touched my soul, the way that the sound holds its control. But I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to the lands of new. Oh, na 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 na. Seems to me that I have lost my friend. Got the sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must go back before it's too late. You're afraid, you're feeling alone. Time and space can never unfold. The holidays can ring in your fear. The ghost embrace can only mean tears. And I've got a new way to choose. I'm gonna start running back to lands of blue. Oh, na 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 na. Sitting at the lake, I'm feeling confused, but I had my guitar, so I played this blues. But I'm afraid, the world might be true, that I might never be back again. Seems to me that I've lost my friend. Got the sunset off the highway again. Then I get lost on a long summer day. I must be back before it's too late. Before it's too late. Someone to take me down at night. Someone to make my day. New revelation fills my soul. Oh, I can waste away. You distracting my attention. You're all that's on my mind. You not looking for perfection, but you're too hard to find. Now the first night is coming, and I know what to do. You know that nothing feels sweeter than someone else.
So it's a wonderful night tonight. It's really good. You know, cloudy nights and not cloudy nights, but clear dark sky and you know, was it clear outside? Says it's going to be a wonderful night tonight. I mean, tonight, last night was wonderful. Tomorrow's supposed to be great. So I think I'm going to leave my telescope out all night, and it's going to be a really nice night tonight. So I'm hoping to get some really good shots of the Cave Nebula, which is part of my astrophotography meets D&D imaging. I know it's kind of scary, like the way I look at my eyes, kind of crazy. It's pretty cool, but I'm super excited for tonight, and let's see what kind of data I got. Well, yeah.
Dirty. I swear to God, these clouds are just pissing me the off. I don't understand. I don't listen to these things anymore. I can't take it. New York, you suck. And you know what? I'm so done with all this. My telescope's out here, chilling out, and all I got is freaking clouds and PhD beeping at me till no goddamn end. Unbelievable. What am I going to do? I need to move. I'm so finished with this. I hate this.
Walked away to what you thought was real. You took everything that I had, yeah. Walked away, but you left one thing behind. You're wondering just what that is. Yes, you are. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the wall comes tumbling down, I'll be there. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. We're gonna make a little love down by the water. Maybe I'm the sun, maybe I'm a daughter when the music man calls. That's when I gotta play. So I burn for the things I never had. I'm burning with hate, with love. Spin around, round. 'Cause as a boy I had a dream. Carry it with me today. Yes, I do. When the world stops spinning around, I'll be rocking. When the walls come tumbling down, I'll be there. When
Giottos are so good. These chocolates are what? Chocolates. We're here about astrophotography. What are we doing? Wrong video. Whoops.
Over me, got a way of your own. But I told you that life ain't a fantasy. Now I watch you every day. Turn it up, it's just your way. Rocket fuel runs through your brain. Like I told you on the train, that it's the only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. That it's the only thing she knows. She knows. So it started to rain. Met a woman with eyes like a hurricane. Told her she was the one. And she looked at the moon, calling me and said, now I watch you every day. Turn it up, it's just your way. Rocket fuel runs through your brain. Like I told you on the train. Well, it's the only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. That it's the only thing she knows. Got up on the wrong side and I'm getting burned again. That grass is looking brown today. Well, it's the only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. That it's the only thing she knows. I woke up on the wrong side and I'm getting burned again. That grass is looking brown today. Said it's the only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. That it's the only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. Only thing she knows. The only thing she knows. Said it's the only thing she knows. She knows. She knows. She knows.
What the hell's wrong with my telescope now? Damn, what's wrong with this thing?
The lost Lone Ranger, can I break this spell? storm is that fine line. Ooh, I will always take the fall. If I just use them, watch the lead from the right. I sleep all day long, then I'm breathing through the night. I've seen a lot of bankers, and I've seen a lot of cops. I've seen a lot of lawyers pull out all the stops. I've seen a lot of children with their parents in their hands. I've felt a lot of women refuse to understand. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. You see it in the papers, you read it every day. The riots and the fires going on in South LA. The muggers and the government, they're all wanting the same thing. They take all your money with every spring. And I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. Take me. Well, I don't think I understand why we're making such a fuss. And I don't think I understand what's come of all of us. And I don't think I understand why we take this world for granted. I just want to get right back to Guitar Players Planet. 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 Guitar Players Planet.
It's gotta mean something. It's gotta.
Hey, we made it. Oh my goodness, what's going on, peoples? How's it going? Oh, look at this. He's got the rocker fingers going. He's got the this
the horns.
This is
horns. This is Cowabunga, man, and that's the horns.
This is what's up, dude. And this is rock on, yeah.
Throw up your horns.
It's like hook 'em horns.
Yeah.
It's like hook 'em.
Yeah, that's hook 'em horns. Yeah, that's like Texas A&M. Yeah, that's
yeah.
but
like hook 'em.
Oh wow.
Yeah, what's going
What
on,
a
everybody?
week. What's going on? It's been crazy. Damn cloud strike and all this garbage. We got cloud strike. We got presidential dropouts. We got everything going on this week. It makes I don't know what's going on, but we're not here to talk about any of that. We're here to talk about astrophotography and welcome everybody to the show. It is 8:05, and what that means, it's Hump Day on AstroWorld TV. So how's it going? Hump Day, Hump Day. So how's it going, everybody?
It's wet. It's a wet, cloudy, and hump day. It's been. I mean, it's depressing how cloudy it's been. I mean, can't get anything done. And it's just I don't know. It's sweeping it's going throughout the entire nation, I guess. It's just good Lord. Clouds on top of clouds on top of clouds. It's like, who's buying stuff? I wanted to find out who's buying stuff, dude. Who's doing it? It's you.
I just got delivered my WD-20.
Okay. Sorry, so then there you go.
I haven't even unboxed it yet because I got test. I got the test one on the mount. So
yeah. So how is that going? I mean, I think you got it settled.
Very minimal time to do anything with it. I had one night last week where I got a couple hours, but I mean, it was just the seeing was so bad. It was high clouds. I was able to get it set, calibrated, and run. I was able to do 5, 10, and 15 minutes exposures with it.
Okay.
And not a damn bit of star trailing or anything. It worked great.
And that's with what on it? What on it?
The Carbon Star.
The Carbon Star. Okay, so what is that, about 17, 18 pounds, something like that?
So, well, with the Carbon Star, with the Eagle, with all my, equipment and everything, probably a little over 20 pounds.
All right. But 15-minute exposures.
15 minutes, not a single streak in any of the stars.
And this is with the supposed problem mount
that's supposed problem mount. But I mean, I'll tell you, the guiding numbers, average anywhere from 0.42 up to 0.8.
Okay.
But it never blew off the sheet. It never missed a beat as far as
So that's within the specs. So I mean that's normal.
And when I ran the guiding assistant, I mean I had a 0.2 arc minute polar alignment.
Yeah, I saw 0.22 or something like that.
And then the average for the guiding assistant. So it's not even actually guiding. It's just tracking.
It's just
0.22.
0.22 real motion, right? RMS.
Real motion, so, RMS.
I mean, that's awesome to me. I mean,
that was
what's the problem?
Yeah, I think my EQ6 when I would run the guiding assistant would be about 0.38, 0.4 something.
Okay.
And,
right, so you're getting, half to 2/3, better.
Yeah.
And Tom's absolutely right. Who cares about the numbers as long as the stars are around? So if the stars around.
It was cool doing a 15-minute exposure and going, holy cow. I did something simple. The elephant trunk was high enough and I could do that. And I just put the HA on and 15 minutes of HA and it was unbelievable.
No, that's awesome. I'm glad it's working. If you could do one more night, we'll go clear night with it, and then
I'll capture the logs,
and capture the logs for me, and as long as it's good, if you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. That means it works. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. So thank you for testing that out. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, I figure I'll just leave mine boxed up until I take that one off, and then
that's fine. That's fine.
Swap boxes and send it back.
Works for me, man. Works for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of elephant trunk, we've got an elephant trunk in an entry
in the
for
picks.
Astro.
Yeah, right.
I saw Peter, right?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll share that here.
Hey, Jerry Ford, Stu Pedasso. Oh wait, I can't say hi to Stu. He's a Bruin.
Stu Pedasso is a buddy of mine. I love the fact he's on. He hasn't been on in a while.
Yeah, I you know why I recognize him? Because he's got the Bruin logo on.
The Bruins logo, yeah.
That's
he's a Bruins Pats guy, you know.
Geez, you gotta, you know. Hey, listen, I'm a lifelong Islander fan. If I ever move, I'll always be an Islander fan. But let's get to the image of the week because I know Eric is itching at the bit here. So, go ahead, Eric. Show us what we got.
Yeah. So what we got here is we got 3 new entries, and we made, and since this is and starting next week, I'm going to make an announcement starting for August. You guys can't see certain things because there's green text.
Well, I'm going to try and fix that. If I can find the right button.
I was wondering why it looked weird.
There you go.
There you go. Bazinga.
There we are.
That's our screen making a lovely effect. That's what happens when you eventually I'll get everybody moved to a red screen. No, red wouldn't even be good either.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
But here we go. So don't forget astroworldweb.com/IOTW. And you could, at the end of the year, you could be one of 3 winners of an AstroWorld telescope gift certificate. The value that is up much is up to $300. So first up, let's recognize Josh.
Oh, that's right. I missed it last Friday, right? Yeah, we.
Yeah, actually,
we had to go off the air because of the cloud strike.
There's a crowd strike, so I actually posted it on YouTube.
I saw that. I just didn't watch it. I didn't have time.
So
congratulations, Josh.
Way to go, Josh.
So well done on his Horsehead and Flame Nebulae. And right now the poll is open for the 26th of July's interim Image of the Week contest. It is open. So first off, we've got a Milky Way shot here. And
Greg.
Here by Dr. Greg Myers with a single shot from his Canon 6D.
Wait, so what am I looking at here? Somebody explain this.
He used a mirror. He used a mirror with this. So this is a mirror shot with the Milky Way.
But how long is that mirror?
It didn't.
Is that a real mirror or is this software mirror?
He did mention in the in the description. I don't think I had it in here, but he did use a mirror.
Holy crap. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I guess if you're low enough to the ground up against the mirror, it could look really long.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So next, I know we were talking about the elephant trunk. So we have the elephant trunk here by Tom Peter, using his
another nice shot. Yeah.
127 in his CGXL. And last, we have the Eagle Nebula.
Wilfredo.
By Wilfredo, M16.
Yeah.
So
Cosmic Queen. He has it in Cosmic Queen.
Cosmic Queen, yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So far, let me just refresh this really quick so I can see how far we've gotten so far. We've gotten 16 votes, it looks like, so far. And just to let everyone know, starting in August, and I even put it down here in the rules, starting August 2nd, the Image of the Week contest will have a novice folder for beginning astrophotographers that are new to the hobby with a little bit of who have little experience but want to enter in their images. So the rule is going to be you have that entry folder for new astrophotographers only. You must not have submitted more than 3 images over into the Image of the Week contest, nor have ever won an Image of the Week contest. So we want new blood. We want fresh blood, people who maybe be a little bit nervous about their images, but they're still maybe proud of their images, and they're seeing some of these because we always, we're hearing that I can't compete with these guys. I can't compete with, Tom or Dave or anybody. So, let's give these new people who are still proud of their images. Let's give them a shot.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
never know. Give them a shot. You never know unless you try, and you could be one of the winners that moves into Image of the Month, and then you're in the running to get a AstroWorld telescope gift certificate to add on to some new gear.
So let me ask a question. So this novice entry folder, will this be a separate award, or how is that going to work?
Right now, what we're going to do is, we're going to put that novice entry folder. It is going to be separate. However, you have to win Image of the Month. So if your image, even though your entry, we're going to put you into the Image of the Month contest. And if you strike it, you strike golden. You end up beating out like a Tom or a Dave or Jim or any of our other guys. I think you deserve, you deserve your shot to get in there, So there may be
So novice. I'm just thinking about this. Maybe this is something we should talk about offline. But I mean,
yeah, we can talk about it offline.
Yeah, let's talk about this offline, because if we just throw this, there just seems to be no difference if we just put a novice entry folder in and just throw them into Image of the Week.
You know what?
If everybody gets its Image of the Week anyway.
Yeah. No, we may end up doing is like you're saying, was we may have that separate novice area, and maybe you talk a little bit offline, and we reserve one of these gift certificates. Maybe that $100 gift certificate. We reserve that for that novice winner.
Yeah.
Something like that. So you have your first and second place winners of Image of the Year. But if you have your novices, they want to go for it, they may be able to get that $100.
Yeah. How about we even do this? I am more than happy to throw in $100 gift certificate for the novice winner.
There you go.
Separate from the. I don't want to take anything away, because we made a commitment to first, second, and third place for the Image of the Week normally. So we will throw in a $100 gift certificate for novice Image of the Image of the Year. We'll do that starting from August. So we'll have August, September, October, November. We'll have 5 of them. So we'll throw in $100.
Still on $100.
I know we're not talking offline, Norm.
I know we're not talking offline, Norm. But we know who are not novices already, right? We can recognize new entrants and stuff like that. So we know if you've never been on, you've never thrown your hat in the ring, and you're new to this. Wilfredo, I think he's won an Image of the Week or something like that. So he may not qualify, but if you've never done it,
I'm sorry, Wilfredo, I've seen your Instagram. You're not a novice, so you lose on that. So I don't care. I don't care if you won or didn't win. You are not a novice. So
he's definitely not a novice when it comes to solar imaging.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think this is something we've talked about this. Can I intro with a fake name?
Yeah, we'll call you Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Oh my gosh. But I think it's time. We've talked about this a little bit, on and off over the year. So let's go for it. Let's see what happens here. Let's open up, a $100 gift certificate to AstroWorld TV for our novice Image of the Year winner. So, no, you cannot enter some of your earlier work, Josh.
No, you know what? I'll put in my image of like an uncollimated primary, and we'll do that. So. But yes, so that's a great idea, Eric. That's awesome. I know that's something that we've been kind of playing with, and I'm glad that you actually threw it out there and got it up and running. And let's throw it up there. A $100 gift certificate to the novice image of the year.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We're doing a lot of this because you guys are throwing out here in the chat, like, what if I do it under a fake name or this, that, and the other? We are really relying on everybody, because we rely, on our community to use the honor system, in a way. We can't, of course, we can't always know for sure if that person's a novice or this person isn't. We're relying on your candor, your honesty, and to help us out here.
Well, Eric. In all fairness, all these jokers that are making the jokes out in the peanut gallery out here,
they're all multiple winners.
Every single one of them, you have their IP address. So we know who you are.
And honestly, and right now I'm keeping all of this year's image of the week entrant. I haven't gotten rid of any of them.
Yep.
Right. I'm keeping track of them all until the next year. Then I'll empty out the folder.
Yeah, you know what? If you get a VPN entrance from Bulgaria, you're disqualified. Okay,
yeah.
So
have them submit one of the raw fits files. That way you can get all their equipment data and everything like that. Go, yeah, I know whose equipment this is.
I'm telling you, you guys are funny. But you know what? In all fairness, I know these guys are joking in the chat, but every single one of them has integrity in there. So, I don't think that any one of you out there will be doing any of that. So at least I hope not. And if I do find out, I'll kick you off the channel. That's fine. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, Wilfredo, if you're serious about that, that would be amazing, to help out our novice winner of the year. If there's a contribution towards that, maybe we do something similar like we're doing with a first and a second. Who knows? We have to talk. We'll talk a little bit about. We'll talk a little bit about it offline. Between Dan, I'm sure you'll be able to get hold of Wilfredo.
Appreciate that, Wilfredo, man. You're the man. Yeah. You've been a staunch supporter of us since we bumped into each other in Neve. And listen, man, anything we could do to help you out on your channel and vice versa, I mean, we'll figure it out, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't forget, you're coming on Astropalooza in December, so don't forget that.
Yep. So
show us how you get all those nice pictures of the sun.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely. So we've got 3 great entrants for this week. Don't forget, tell friends, tell family, tell your fellow astrophotographers to go to the website, go to astroworldweb.com/IOTW and vote for your favorite. There's 3 of them out there. Vote for them, and let's see what happens. It may be something where I might get more into getting back into doing a little bit more YouTube content, some shorts, and I may post these 3 maybe tomorrow on YouTube. So, and blast it on Facebook, and let's see if we can drum up some other stuff.
Good.
No guarantee, but it may be a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Drum it up, put it on, I've been putting them, I didn't do it this week. I've been putting them on Instagram, X, and Instagram, X.
Twitch.
No, not Twitch. On Facebook.
Oh,
Instagram, X, and Facebook.
Yeah.
I've been doing those 3. But anything you guys could do to kind of throw it out there, like Eric said, get the word out and see what we're doing. And you know what? Listen, we just got another 150. I believe we had I might be wrong. I think it was a $200 donation from Sean, or 150, something like that, and I doubled it to 300. I forget exactly what it was, but there's a lot of donations involved just to get people involved in trying to do it. And you know what? And to your point, Eric, about the novices,
the people that are going to keep this going. You know, not saying that the people that do the main pictures, I don't want to say main pictures, but the higher quality, I guess, pictures, the
more
experts, the prosumer kind of people. You know, they were once where you are now. I mean, you know, so and that's why we're here on AstroWorld, is because we want to make sure that, or help maybe circumnavigate the bumps in the road that we've already done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've done it. We've hit our head against a wall. We've quit Astro like 15,000 times. And you know, it's one of those things where it's so frustrating. But when you get the pictures and you get that shot and you see the data coming in, and all of a sudden you process and you say, wow, I took that.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
and I did that. You know, it was there, but I took that picture. And you know, I process it. It's my image, it's my colors, it's my everything. And it's really so rewarding when you do it. It's amazing. So hey, you got it, Jay. Glad I could help. Awesome.
Yeah.
I sold the mini too. I sold the mini for $100 plus shipping. So
congrats there, Josh. You know, hey, 3 people.
That's awesome.
You know, bought your prints. That's awesome, man. That's you know, congrats. I mean, that's
nice
big
job.
stuff. That's.
Hey, it don't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's you get somewhere.
Doesn't matter.
You know, momentum. You know, it's a good start. So, congrats to you.
Awesome. And Josh, if you want some help promoting your website or whatever, let us know. We'll be happy to put it on the AstroWorld site. And that goes for any people who have websites or anything. If you want to send me your website, we can put a members link section up there, and we could do that. Absolutely. So
that would be, I'd be more than happy to put your create another section for a members area, and we can drop in your link to your website, so people want to take a look at your websites. Definitely. I mean, I mean, Josh, I'll be honest with you. I have my website, but it's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it, but it does also get, you know, to a point. Life gets in the way sometimes. We all know this. Sometimes life gets in the way, and you know, it can be. It can be another job sometimes. But I totally support. You know, go for it, man. Go get a website. You know,
it's not that hard these days. It's not like you said.
Not that hard.
You know, you're not using Microsoft Front Page and coding, and you know, you're not. You know, listen, I did the Microsoft Front Page, and when I was able to drag and drop a picture, and I was so excited. Now you got stuff like Wix and, you know, easy kind of stuff where you could have a website up and running really the same day, you know. So all you got to do is have a domain. Have a domain.
Yeah, Dreamweaver's pretty cool.
Dreamweaver,
pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa,
you know,
Dreamweaver!
Oh my God, Joe! Don't quit your day job, man.
And, you know, before I started, you know, the WordPress for my site now, I was using Adobe. I want to say it was Adobe Portfolio.
Yep, sure.
Yeah, it was just very easy, which was very easy. So yeah, I mean, guys, if you guys have websites or anything like that, and you know, pass the information on to Dan, and he'll pass it on to me, and you know, we'll get your links, and we'll create another members area, and I'm more than happy to add you guys in there. So even though it has been some, at least here around in Illinois and in the Midwest, and I know heading towards the East, there's been some crappy weather. What have you guys had? Have you guys had a chance to do anything in between the crappy weather? Do any kind of imaging yourselves?
I got more HA data on my Eagle.
Oh,
okay.
So.
I got some more HA. I think I'm up to about, what did I have? 32 minutes last time. I think I'm up to about 4 hours of HA and 4 hours of O3.
That's a red light. My white one's downstairs.
It is where?
On the couch. Sorry.
I'm having issues with colors, and this has been my biggest problem with my pictures, is because I'm doing HOO, which makes it a little kind of weird looking. But I've been having issues with getting the blues out and backing off the reds a little bit. I've been having issues with that. That's something I'm working through, and it's a me thing. I can do everything else. I can do it, and my colors just suck. They're just horrible.
So, but you say you got more HA. Why didn't you try and get some S2?
Because I wanted to finish up the HA first. I'll get some S2 later. I only do.
Because there's a lot of S2, and
there is, and you get that gold kind of streak from that. And I will get the S2. Hopefully, well now the sun, the moon's a little bit large now, so I might want to wait a little bit longer. But as it does go, literally, it goes very close through the Eagle Nebula.
Yeah, the moon's track is right by it. Yeah.
So I might have to wait a little bit. So hopefully I can finish this up probably by the middle of August. Hopefully by the time I come back from I almost said China, from Canada. And we'll get it running. So hopefully we'll get it running right. So
yeah. Now I'm still working on my crescent. I ended up goofing, and I had set up Nina so I can do just a short amount of RGB to grab my RGB stars. And then I had another block for my O3 imaging. And I don't know what I did, but I forgot to set, for it to just do that a small number of RGB for the stars, then go to my O3. But it got stuck on just doing RGB. So it did RGB all night. So I missed out on all of my O3. So I have to, go back and do some more and get some more O3. It looks like for me this weekend, Friday, Saturday, which hopefully for you guys would be maybe Saturday, Sunday. You guys may, on the East Coast, you guys can start getting some of what we've got here, and you guys could probably,
I'm not seeing that in my forecast.
No?
Yeah, maybe Saturday. Around midnight looks like it's supposed to clear up.
Okay.
Sunday looks like not very good.
Where's my phone here? So now
and back to 100% Monday.
Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday looks perfect for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it looks good for me.
He's a little further south than me, so maybe those clouds that are coming in are just dipping onto Long Island and hitting you. So
yeah, I mean, we get that mid-Atlantic stuff, so we get that humidity that just crushes everything, and just I feel that they're literally seeding the atmosphere, and it's all around DC.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. Screw the Beltway, man.
Yeah, it's you talk about living in the swamp. It means more than one thing when you live here.
Yeah, it needs more than one drain too. So
that's for sure.
Let me tell you. But hey, all right. So now I got a question. Because one of the topics for my conversation is the the go fast, go long conversation that we've been talking about for weeks now.
Yeah, as far as your focal ratio.
Well, what scope to go with, right? So.
Okay.
And obviously, I picked up both. I'm waiting on the Carbon Star again. So hopefully, I think it's shipped already. So it should be here by the next show. So that should be good to go. But I do have the 9 1/4, right?
Yep.
So I got my 9 1/4. I literally have the EAF sitting right here. Here's the EAF for it. I haven't put it on yet.
Oh, you're using an EAF?
Well.
You gave me crap for putting that on my Carbon Star.
As you've noticed, it is still sitting underneath my desk. So that's what. So I spoke to Tom Bramwell,
Yeah, I was
over
going to
Primo
say,
Retail.
just get the Sato.
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure. I knew the 8-inch was good with the 2.5 low profile. I wasn't sure about the 9 1/4 to see if I needed a 2.5 or 3.5. So the
You just need a
2.5 is fine. Yeah, and the 2-inch Arco, which I have sitting. Literally, it's been sitting here. Nobody's bought this since
What?
I bought it
What?
from OPT.
Oh my! Oh, that was
Are
one
you
of the closeout
serious?
deals.
This is from OPT.
Oh, they're
we're
going
talking-
out of business sale.
And it's
We're
the
talking.
fire sale from over a year ago.
We're talking offline. We're talking offline.
Oh no, I'm going
I'm
to use
serious.
this for my 9 1/4.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Shut up, Dan.
No, you are not. Shut up, Dan.
That's
no,
the
you are not.
plan. What do you think? I got to take.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I thought you already had one, Eric.
no, he
I
just has
got
the Asato.
I have the Asato.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the Asato is fine. The Arco is fine. Now because you have the 8, right, with the 2.5 LP, you had to get the SC thread adapter for it, right?
Yeah, I have to get an SC thread adapter. Yes,
Okay, I think I need the extra large one as opposed to the one that you got. I think it's different for the 9 1/4, 11, 14. I
Yes, the
think
9
it's different.
1/4 is larger.
Yeah. You're darn right, Ross. Dan just crushes all my hopes. He got the 9 1/4, didn't tell me, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, guess what, Eric? Guess what?" Because he's knowing I wanted a 9 1/4 since COVID. But it's all good, brother. It's all good.
Well, no, this is So not for nothing. Not for nothing. You ordered the 9 1/4 and the reducer.
Yes, I did.
From Camera Concepts.
Yes, it did.
And I ordered it, and it came. I
Are
said,
you serious?
"Yeah, I called you."
No,
I said,
right,
"Eric,
right.
it's here. Do you want it?" Like, nah, let it go. I got the 8. So I let it go.
Because I already had the 8. Because I already had the 8, and I just didn't want to go through all the crap again. But seriously, at some point, I'm going to get either a 9, because I don't think I need an 11. 11's big.
Yeah, but it's
11's
nice.
big. It's nice. It's big.
Hey, you know what? And not for nothing. Listen, if you move, it looks like you 99.9% chance are going to move.
Yeah.
You're going to move to a house that fits what you like to do for your retirement home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, eventually, you will retire there and whatever.
Yep. That's wrap around porch and drinking country time lemonade on
Absolutely, little bar. You're gonna go find the Bartles and James Foundry, over the corner.
Exactly.
But you're gonna want to do that, and you're buying this house to have either some sort of observatory, roll off, whatever.
Yeah, roll off. Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you're getting the roll off, you're probably gonna do a 2-pier system, right?
Yep.
So now you could actually have those questions of getting the 11,
right, and just leaving it,
just leaving it there. And
you gotta get a beefier mount, though.
What's that?
That 760 ain't gonna do well with that 11.
No, that's
you might have to get something else.
Hey,
that's what I'm thinking about.
Beefier.
I'm gonna get the 350. I'm seriously thinking about getting the CQ 350.
Yeah, that looks.
I don't think I need an EQA. A 350 will be just fine.
What is that? 75 pounds, I think.
Yeah, 77. I think
77. Okay.
77. It'll handle like a champ.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Especially when you're on a pier, you'll be fine. But
yeah,
I mean, but you could have those and listen, you could literally sit there and say, "I'm just gonna put the 11 on from February to May."
Yes.
And then take it down and put whatever else you want up for the spring. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like you have to take it up, put it down, take it up, put it down, take it up, put it down, every night. You're not going to be doing that.
Exactly.
You can put it up there for 3 or 4 months for Galaxy season. And
well,
then
in galaxy season, anytime the planets are in,
and planetary, absolutely,
you
yeah.
got planets, man. An 11 for planets, probably amazing.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ross is saying, Eric, if you act now, you have enough time to buy the 11, sell it, and then buy it again.
There you go.
Wow.
Perfect. That's
nice, guys.
That is
nice.
definitely a William Optics pun there.
Yeah. Very much so. Very much so. But
That's,
it's all
you know,
good.
and
It's all
listen,
good.
not for nothing, you know, and you can sit there and you can leave the 11 up there. You could put the FLT 91 on top of the 11 and just shoot the FLT, and then have something else on the second pier. Have a wide field on the second pier and be done with it. You know.
Exactly. So there's a lot of options. There's absolutely going to be a lot of options once I get to when I get down south, and when we get hopefully we can find the right house. You know, because I'm looking for a minimum of 2 acres. The downside is even if you haven't that 2 acre, a lot of the properties are very wooded. That rest of that, you know, they put the house there, and maybe the front is nice and clear, you know, and level and clean. The backyard, everything is wooded. You got that wood for days.
I'm telling you.
But we'll see. We'll see. It'll be fun. Nonetheless, it'll be fun when it happens. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I mean, and hopefully I'm not that far behind you. The moving to a new house, and hopefully, you know, within the next, you know, year or two would be nice.
Me too.
Before I get too old to enjoy it, you know.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I'm in the same boat. I've been looking for the last year, and
there are. You're absolutely right, Tom. There are a lot of trees in Georgia.
There are plenty of absolutely.
It don't matter. Pecan, magnolia.
Yeah.
I've even seen banana. I saw banana trees. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Georgia. Yeah. So you've got all kind. I mean, it's crazy. It's So yeah, and these aren't small trees. These things are like 120 feet tall.
Yeah.
You know, these things are ridiculously tall. So yeah.
It's but you know what? It's you know, Georgia's a great state. It's a wonderful state. It's you know, it's got lots of stuff all around. You know, whether you're on the Atlanta side or the Savannah side, there's plenty of stuff to do, plenty of stuff to see. It's a great. I live there. It's a wonderful.
Lots of golf.
Lots of golf.
Lots of golf. You got golf. You know, because you had golf, you had Augusta and all that stuff. So you're not that. So for me, I'll be like maybe 3 hours away from the ocean. If I want to go to Savannah or hit the ocean, or I can drive an hour and a half north and I can hit the Smokies.
Yeah.
You got the mountains, or I get the ocean. It's almost like the best of everything. You know, you just.
If you go into Savannah that far, you're only about 45 minutes away from Hilton Head at that point.
Yep. Exactly.
You know.
Yep. You have to you got to deal with the heat and humidity, no matter what. When you're in the South, you got to deal with heat and humidity.
One of the few states that I know that the humidity gets worse at 9 o'clock at night than at noon. I mean, it's like it doesn't get cooler at night. All the humidity comes up from the ground and just like destroys everything.
So you definitely need 2 heaters and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. So okay, so with the 9 1/4, notwithstanding the focuser and the possible Arco, do I do reducer or do I not do reducer?
You don't like reducers, so why are you asking?
I don't.
You don't
like reducers. So
just stick to your guns. Just go for F10 and do that thing you do. I mean, you do it less like like Ron does with his 14.
Well, Ron is also in B5s. I'm in B8.5. So 9.
That might play a little bit of a factor, because a little bit more speed.
What camera you plan on putting on it?
Yeah, the next question is,
I don't know yet. I have no idea. I haven't even gotten that far yet, to be honest with you.
You have a 268
Love that
bomber,
idea.
right?
Love that idea, Wolf Rider.
I have
don't,
that
Stone.
on my, but that's another thing. So, you know, I know we were talking about this offline. I'm really seriously, and people in the chat, feel free to chime on in. I'm really seriously thinking about considering um,
The square.
going down and sending some equipment down to Bray Falls at
right,
Starfront
right.
Observatory.
Oh, you're thinking about sending that down there?
No, I'm thinking about sending
Oh.
my astrophysics scope down there.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow. Really? That's sending the 130 down. Okay.
I'm
Interesting.
you know, I mean, that would be awesome down there.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, I can see that. But
You know?
yeah, wow.
I'd still have
What
to
the hell?
send a mount and whatever else.
Yeah,
but
send a mount and all
but
that
it's
stuff.
all set up with the 268M. It's all, you know, the flattener spacing is done, you know, and whatever mistakes that, you know, in tilt can be cleared out with Blur Exterminator, as we found out a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, we did.
You know, I mean, I'm thinking about it, and I'm also thinking about, you know, maybe if we could, you know, maybe do a Patreon thing or something like that, and make the data available.
Sure.
To anybody that does some sort of subscription on there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Not looking to make a nickel off this. I just think it would be cool to have a you know,
a remote observatory like
for
that.
AstroWorld. I'm thinking about it, and for our members that are our Patreon subscribers, and there'll be different levels of entry, you know, and you would get certain data sets with certain amount of money, you know, kind of like a subscription thing. But you know,
well, you're going to get great data, that's for sure.
yeah. I mean, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe again, that's something we need to talk about offline. But you know, I'm thinking about putting the kitty together, and you know, maybe we do a whole group kind of thing. Some people want to, you know, chip in for a mount for down there. You know, I'll throw in the telescope and the camera, and we go from there.
Yeah, well, we can talk about it. Yeah. May not be a bad idea. Be something that we could.
I mean, I'd hate to lose the astrophysics, but I think it would do a lot of good work, better work down there, and get used more often because it will be
that's the thing.
Open and close and open and close no matter what, you know, as long as it's clear, it's going to open up because there's 100 other telescopes down there at this point, you know.
So as far as the mount, they have the piers already set. You just got to buy the mount head.
Yeah, so you buy the mount head, and for a price, they'll make you a pier plate to match their piers.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's not very expensive when it comes to the whole, but you know, for any outside of like plugging in a USB cable or something like that, if you have any technical support needed, it would be, I think, $50 an hour, which is not bad by any means.
It's cheaper than me.
Yeah, it's cheaper than me too, man. And you know, I think it'd be cool for definitely for Patreon members and you know, people that maybe are at the black hole or higher level on YouTube. Hey, you know, I think that's something that maybe we could think about. And
sure.
I'd be happy to send my scope down there and, you know, camera and whatever. And, you know, and then the Patreon members would help with the insurance costs and all that.
Yeah, those costs would help. Yeah, that would help you a little bit offset that type of stuff. Yeah. But no, I think it'd be a really good idea. And you're not really losing it in a way. You say you're losing it. I really don't think so.
No, just a personal loss. It's a personal loss.
Yeah. Personally, not physically not.
He won't be able to drool over it every day.
I think it's going to be not a huge gain for you because being in those skies, you're going to be doing a lot more imaging than you could.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, in your Bortle 8, Bortle 9 skies in Long Island, I think it would be a huge boon for you to.
And
do
that far south, think of all the.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So many more targets you're going to have access to.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So maybe that's something to think about, that we come up with something offline on how to structure it a little bit. But I'd love to hear what the people in the chat think about. I hear a lot of good, good feedback and stuff like that. But I mean, let me know what you think, and it's something that you'd be interested in, because
maybe you'll even think about piggybacking a not a DSLR, but maybe do you still have your Red Cat, or did you sell it?
No, I still have it, and I have my FRA 400 too.
You may piggyback that on top of the 130, so you have the longer, that 900 millimeter focal length of,
and then like a 350 millimeter.
350, yeah. So you can grab some really nice targets, like maybe like Roe, or the blue horsehead, targets like that. So you may want to really think about that, Dan, and it may be a good idea. I mean, you could utilize that Red Cat with whatever camera you have on it. If you want to use it as a main rig, use it as a main rig. Or you use it as a guide rig, as a guide scope. I mean, you can use it as a guide scope temporarily to supplement the 130, or something else. So I wouldn't.
That's something I'm kicking around a little bit, and I'm thinking about. I've been seriously thinking about it over the past couple of days, because I've actually sent down a couple of rigs already to Bray. And people that are sending that, somebody sent down a 120 ASCAR APO, and another one sent down a CEM70 with a C11. I think it was a C11. I think. Oh, thank you. There you go.
Chris is already investing. He's already
investing. He's already into it.
Oh my God, it's so hot.
That'll get you the first hour, Chris.
Tom, I don't know what mount head. Again, it could be something like a CQ350. It could be, another EQ8. It could be an Ioptron, maybe a CEM 70, or even a 120, depending on what we decide to put on. We got to decide what to put on it first. I don't want to go overkill and get like a CEM 120 if we're putting a Red Cat on it. So
no, Red Cat would be a piggyback thing.
No, but you know what I'm saying. Well, I would never send a Red Cat down to Texas and pay $299 a month for a Red Cat down there.
Maybe you get either you get a WD-17 or you get another Nix 101, or they're smaller Nix if you just send the Red Cat down there.
Oh, I would not spend $299 to put a Nix 88 and a Red Cat there. I don't know.
But no, I'm just saying, I would definitely, I love your idea.
As a matter of fact, if I did that, I would throw the FRA 400 and get the smallest Pure that they got for whatever it is. What is it, $199 or something? Get the small one and be done with it, for something small like that. But I mean, if we're gonna send down a 130, a nice $8,000-$9,000 scope, plus filters and cameras and all that kind of stuff.
Go big, man. Go big.
Yeah, I mean, the CEM20, Tom, is great. I actually set one up at a boys' school in Connecticut, and they love it. It's great. It's unbelievable. They have that with a what was it, a 152 on it.
That thing's big. That thing's a monster, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's ridiculous, and it's a you know what, the Ioptrons, even the 70s and the 60s, and they're very different mounts, those center balanced mounts.
Yeah,
where they got these kind of like locks and stuff that you kind of got to know what to open and close and that kind of stuff. So it's a little different than what you're used to with your regular, even your harmonic mount or your regular gem mounts and stuff like that. They're definitely different. RTFM, read the manual, and you can figure out, you can read what the F is. But that's the whole thing. Just know what opens up what? Because you can very easily open up a lock and do a lot of damage. So just be careful.
Oopsie.
Oopsie.
Yeah, whoopsie. But no, remote imaging, I personally think, is the way to go, especially nowadays when you have so many, our actual photographers, especially on the East Coast, where you're in more densely populated, higher light polluted areas. Seriously, think about finding a spot. I am still thinking very hard when I go down to Georgia, is to set up something over at Deer Lake, Astronomy Enclave, something like that. Or I could do like you're doing, maybe consider something like setting things up in Texas, with Bray Falls. But when you are in these densely populated eastern United States areas, remote imaging is something that I think a lot of people do, and a lot of people really need to think about, because you can't always do LRGB. You can't, it's not that easy to do LRGB imaging in these areas. All you can do is like what you're dealing with is just dealing with narrowband, and sometimes that's not what you really always want to do.
No, you don't. And you know what? Sometimes you want to do. Sorry, I had to open up my door. It's getting really hot in here. This room is either really hot or really cold. Right now, it's obviously it's summer, so it's ridiculously hot, and pretty bad. But sometimes you just want to do the RGB kind of projects, the LRGB projects that you want to do.
Yeah.
And I can do them here, but I'm not going to get the best quality data I can possibly get because of my sky conditions here. And the sky conditions here are some of the worst in the United States. And it's pretty bad. I mean, probably the only thing that's worse than us is probably like Jersey City or something. But
or Vegas.
Well, Vegas, you only
depends on where you're pointing.
Yeah, Vegas,
if
you
you're
just gotta
pointing
go like
away,
5 miles away from the city, and you're
that
good.
Is true. That is true. Like
you're in the desert 5 miles away from the city. You just don't point in the directions of Vegas, and you're good.
But I mean, I've noticed even where I'm at. I mean, I'm Portal 7.
Yep.
If I'm facing, north, I'm screwed because I'm aiming right out over DC.
Yep.
But once something's up in the sky, closer to the zenith or more to the west or the south, RGB is not too bad because I'm pointing away from it.
Right.
So, it doesn't hurt me too bad. Now, granted, the moon is going to,
Well, yeah.
The skies are only clear when the moon's full for me, at least. So.
Exactly. I mean, so it's just something to think about, for a lot of people. It's something to consider for sure. It's because even if you are like me, you do everything in your basement, you're doing everything running here, and you're just running cables out to your observatory or your pier or wherever in the backyard. You're almost kind of doing remote observing, observing or photography. It's in the backyard a little bit. It's just
if there's an issue, I can run out there and check it my damn self. But if you're 2,000 miles away, you gotta get on the phone and hope somebody's gonna answer it.
Yeah, that's the only downside.
Yeah.
And that's when you look at companies, like Braze, or the ones like Deep Sky,
Utah.
I believe in Utah.
Who's the guy? Yeah, in Utah. Yeah.
Yep, that's Craig Stocks, who's been on the show.
Yeah, Craig Stocks. Yeah.
Who's been on the show?
Utah Desert Remote.
Yeah,
remember?
Yeah, Utah Desert Remote. Thank you. So,
a picture of the week winner.
Yep.
Yeah.
He became, if I remember right, it was the Spaghetti Nebula.
Yeah, it was indeed. I think it was a picture of the month winner too.
Yep.
So right now, we've also, being in the middle of the summer, I'm working on the Crescent. Everybody, going after the summer targets. We've seen Wilfredo's M16. You got M16. You got M7, M17 rather. You've got M8 or out there. The Trifid is the Trifid M8 or M20.
20.
It's one or the other.
It's either
Trifid,
M8 or M20.
No, the Lagoon is 8. If I remember right.
Lagoon's 8,
Lagoon is
and I think the Trifid is 20.
20.
You're right. You might be right.
20. So and you've got also, I believe, you've got a lot of
Lagoon is 8.
You got Roe. Yeah, you still got Roe out there. You got so many targets out here right now during the summer, back away from galaxies. Still got quite a few galaxies, more of our closer galaxies. You still get the Whirlpool and Draco and a few others here and there.
Andromeda will be coming out soon.
Yeah, Andromeda usually comes out in the fall.
August.
Yeah.
Towards the end of August, mid to end of August.
All I know is that the Black Forest Star Party should be going on sale very soon.
Yeah. Someone mentioned that they were going to be going to the Nebraska Star Party.
I think that was Jason.
Oh, Jason, yeah, I think,
Yeah, Jason. So
he went last year too. He drove out there last year too.
Okay.
Me and Jason met up in last year's Nebraska Star Party.
So you got Dark Nebulae out there, like your Dark Seahorse, Bernard's E.
Yep.
Out there,
which I still haven't finished processing.
You still haven't finished processing? It's been over a year, dude.
I know.
I'm just messing with you.
No, I know.
But there's lots of great targets if we just, 1 minute we had El Nino, now we've got something else going on. I mean, these clouds are just killing.
Oh my
just
God,
driving me nuts.
It's depressing.
It is.
These clouds have always been a big kind of thing in the U.S. I mean, we get slammed all over the place because you could get all those lake effect clouds coming from the Great Lakes, right?
Yes.
And then 2 days later, all the Great Lake effect hits me or Dave,
Mm-hmm.
So and then what we get also, you don't get this, but we could get all of the
nor'easter systems or whatever
that comes up straight through
or
California and that bangs off the coast and goes right to Long Island and then Washington D.C.
Or things that just develop out of the Gulf of Mexico. Cruise across Florida and Georgia, and then go straight up the coast.
I was just about to say. Heck, when I move down to Georgia, I have to deal with issues, hurricane, remnants or whatever coming, from the Gulf.
Wait till you hear your first cyclone warning. Wait till you hear that.
Oh man!
Typically,
this is not a hurricane warning. This is a cyclone warning. It's a different sound, believe it or not.
Really?
Typically, though, in the South, and at least we're in the Mid-Atlantic too, is summers are going to be brutal, but the winter,
but the summers in Georgia, actually,
the
winters in Georgia, at least in Savannah, was like 3 weeks of winter.
Yeah. But you're going to have clear skies.
Yeah.
It's not going to be cold. It's going to be temperate. It's going to be nice.
Yep.
You're going to have clear skies because there's not a lot of activity weather-wise in the winter.
Yeah. And what's going to be great is the further south you go, you get those fall constellations like Orion. You can grab so it's going to be really, really good. I mean, I will finally be able to get a decent image of the Witch Head Nebula, for example.
Oh, you will.
Yeah.
You will.
Yeah.
I can't get that up here. It's too low. But down there, just driving down, another 800 miles.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to get the Witch Head. It's going to be probably at the 40 degree, at 40 degrees, something like that.
Yeah, it might even be higher than that. For me, I can get it.
A little higher.
For me, I can get it, but it's just the trees. I have neighbors' trees that just permit me to be like, if I did it, I'd get a half an hour a night, and it'd be like, well, then why bother?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, George, yeah. See, for me, I've lived in the South. I've never lived in Georgia, but I've lived in Mississippi, and I've lived 6 years in Mississippi. I've lived in Tennessee, which I was hoping, to get a transfer to Tennessee, which would have been awesome.
Yeah,
but
Titans fan.
Yeah, no, the Titans fan. But,
Nashville, baby, is awesome.
It's getting crazy though. It's totally crazy. It's insane. That's insane.
My sister's down there. She just bought a house down there. It's nuts.
God, the housing prices are nuts. But anyway, getting south, when I get down south, the best thing for me to be down south is I get used to the humidity. It's not a big deal for me. I've lived it. It's not a problem. It's just
you lived in Mississippi. You know about the humidity.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's just one. It's golf for me. I'll be able to play golf almost year round.
All year
round. And for me, it's the Waffle House.
Come on.
You can say
all
you
the
want.
Waffle House.
Hey, when I was down there, living
Waffle
down
House.
There, Waffle House is they're on every corner off of every highway.
They are gross. They are so gross.
Eric's going to be the new tin cup going to Waffle House.
Doggone right.
Yeah.
Doggone right. Get awful. Whatever, man. Waffle House is a Southern staple.
Give me another ball. Another ball.
Right.
Give me a ball.
Give me a ball.
One of the best scenes in almost any sports movie. I mean,
this is your last ball. If you lose this one,
you're out.
You're out.
You're out.
He's like, but I can make that shot. And he's like, then freaking do it.
And then you got Renee Russo in the background. Just knock it off.
Yeah.
That's right, Ray. Don't even worry about it. Just go.
Oh, whatever. But
I love that movie.
Oh, what a great movie.
Yeah.
I'm still looking forward to the Back in Smoke again.
Oh yeah,
Up in smoke again. Yeah.
Up in smoke again. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But imaging down south, you get some of the best. You're still gonna get some good northern targets, but getting these
and some of the southern things are just you will be able to get, if you have a horizon, you will be able to get Omega.
Yeah.
You'll be able to get that. You'll be able to get Centaurus. You'll be able to get those, but they'll be low. They'll be like your witch head now.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But still, you'll be able to play with it. Not like, Omega Centauri for me on Long Island, the highest it ever gets is a half a degree.
2 degrees. Oh, half a degree. Yeah.
Half a degree. I've seen it once from Long Island. Once.
Wow.
It looked like a cloud of schmutz. And it didn't look like anything that can't be bigger than M13. And you're like, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
What was the really bright comet in 1976?
76. Ooh, that's.
Ooh, I don't. Was it Halley's?
Halley's was 86. 83 or 86?
Hey, when was Hale Bob? Hale Bob was in the.
Hale Bob was in the 80s.
No, Halley's.
No, Hale Bob was the 90s.
Hale Bob was the 90s.
Like 91, 92.
Sure that Halley's was in the 70s because I remember something about it when I was in elementary school.
Let's see.
I thought Halley's was in the 70s.
I just want to say Halley's was in the 70s. Halley's was 86.
Nikon's was 86, yeah.
That's what I said. Halley. I thought Halley.
Oh, George says Halley's was 76.
I was not 5. I was not 5. No way. Yeah, no. Apparent 2.1 in 1986.
86. Okay, that was Halley's.
Yeah,
okay.
I was like, I knew I was.
Okay. Because I remember
Hale Bob was probably like 98, 99, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm still thinking really hard about what is it in 2020? Is it 2027? Is when the total solar eclipse goes over Luxor and over Egypt? I want to say is that 2027 or 2028?
It looks like Comet West, maybe.
Comet West.
1975, 76. Got to pass through
2027. Thanks, Ernie.
Let's see. It got to last perihelion was February 1976. And it was super bright. That looks like a Comet West. It was really bright.
Yeah, Tom says I was going to the airport in Savannah, and this comet was over the ocean, and the tail was 30 degrees long. Wow. Now, another thing that's happening that I heard about, it may have already happened, was there was another solar storm or release of,
another
like a CME
mass coronal ejection.
Another mass coronal ejection, and it wasn't as bad, it wasn't as intense as it was last month or a couple months ago, but it was going to come down. The aurora was going to be hitting quite a few more of the northern states. And making its way. So don't know. I think with me and the clouds that we've had here.
Here, let me check and see how it looks.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
We have had no luck.
Let me give you my AccuWeather forecast for the Washington D.C. metropolitan area.
It's going to rain.
It's cloudy. Good chance it's gonna rain.
I love that guy on The Simpsons. It's going to rain.
It's going to rain. Yeah. Well, Fredo, I think it was yesterday.
I think I saw something about that too.
Yes.
I remember when Hail Bob was in the sky, and you could see it with the naked eye.
Oh yeah.
Make out it had like a split tail on it too.
Well, you saw the ion tail. Yeah.
Yeah, you could see, and it was kind of split. It was wild.
Yep. What was the one that broke up? What was the one that broke up? That busted up in the mid-flight?
What one was that? That
was Pan-Stars? Was it Pan-Stars that broke up?
Might have been. Yeah,
that was recent.
It was recent.
Yeah, that was a few years back.
Yeah, I think it was Pan-Stars that it was the one that broke up. Like in 2023. No, 2023.
No, it might have been 21 or.
Yeah, 21.
Was that the one that
Shoemaker Levy?
Shoemaker Levy. Yeah, that's the one that hit. That went into Jupiter.
That went into Jupiter. Yeah, that went. That's not the one I was thinking of. That was 92.
Yeah, that was the one that collided into Jupiter. It got too close to Jupiter, and Jupiter basically disintegrated it, and it fell into Jupiter.
Yeah.
But the other one I think you're talking about was as it was getting close to the sun, disintegrated as well.
Okay.
What was that one?
I thought Pan-Stars was one that actually got into trouble and may have disintegrated. But I don't know. Now, one question I have is that I'm somewhat interested in IFN.
Yeah.
And looking at the north, looking at Polaris, and how is it pretty long image times usually? Say if you're at an F6 or an F7, or maybe even at an F4, are you still pulling quite a few photons to grab all of that? Grab all the IFN, aren't you?
Right.
If not, I mean, you need to do at least 3 minutes and a ton of them.
And and a lot of them. That was.
I saw somebody
Yeah.
Somebody posted a picture of Polaris and the surrounding IFN. Oh my God, it was
Yeah, Polaris has got a crap ton of IFN around it. It's ridiculous. We kind of like don't look at it a lot, right? Because it's Polaris, right? And you see it, and you see Polaris B, and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then once you start taking images of it,
How do you track? How do you track it?
That was going to be my question: is how do you track Polaris?
Well, you're not
because
moving.
once you pull a line,
I guess it kind of moves. I mean, it doesn't move a lot, but I mean, I think that it's gonna follow. It's gonna guide on Polaris anyway. It's just not gonna make any adjustments, I would think.
It would have to, because otherwise everything surrounding it would trail.
Yeah, would
so
trail.
you have to have some kind of.
Maybe it's just in one axis then.
Maybe, not sure. If anybody knows or has done an IFN image with Polaris, leave it in the chat.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know too.
So I'm very.
I do know that if I set the mount to slew and center to Polaris, it will literally flip to about 90 degrees, and it's almost at like 90 degrees while it's so it must hit that 90-degree mark and track it ever so slightly, so there must be some way to do it. Yeah. It's just all I know is, I'm pointed due north and pointed at Polaris, and I'll, typically when I start my night, I'll take the scope, the covers off, cool my camera. I'll start taking some pictures just, of the sky to make sure my focus looks good, do a preliminary autofocus. If I take anything longer than 30 seconds, you can see everything's turning, a little bit. So you obviously have to get your scope off park, and it somehow will track it. It's just hard to think that it can track that tight of a circle. I guess it can. I guess it's possible. But yeah, somebody posted a picture of Polaris with all the IFN around it, and it looked amazing. Uh-oh. Error.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance. Chris was saying that the witch head's not that low. For me, it is up at 42, up here at 42. It was low, but you're saying you're at 42 as well. It made it 25. Yeah, I did. I've done the Lagoon and the Triffid with my Rasa. I have to use my Rasa to go after the Lagoon and the Triffid, because where my house is, at my house and where everything is set up, I'll run to my house really fast. I can only get so much time on M8 and M20, so I have to use my Rasa for it. And I haven't used my Rasa in over a year, which is crazy. I lent it to Tyler, and I haven't used it since. Honestly, it's been sitting in the box ever since Tyler sent it back to me, and I've just been using the Edge 8 and the FLT. And you're at 41 north, and then Max is at 42, and I'm at 42. So interesting. But yeah, there's still a lot of things going on. We just got to get past some of this bad weather, and
I'm hoping. I really want to. I had to make sure I'm looking for a product.
Yeah, see, like M20 for me peaks at 30 degrees.
Okay.
Ah,
So I have no chance of getting M20. And what's the rich head? What's the designation for the witch head?
oh, it's an IC. IC 20. Hold on, which head? 2118.
2118. So that's much higher. That's at like close to 50.
Yeah, you can get that.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? And you know what? I actually can get that for quite a bit of time.
The hell? Somebody yelling?
Yeah, I think the girl's upstairs.
No.
Yeah, it's just off of.
I potentially get the witch head for about 4 hours a night.
There you go. You
Okay.
just got to have something with wide field enough to grab it all because that hat goes wicked long.
Well, my 80 millimeter should be able to do that, right?
Depending on your chip, I don't know.
And
You might want
With
to
the
look.
APS-C?
It should if you go wide on it, if you're able to rotate it,
Oh,
because
let's
the
see.
head is really long. The hat is really long. It goes.
Let me switch profiles over to the 81 and the 26M. And then we'll set that to framing.
yeah, because I was used because I used.
What'd you say it was? IC 2118?
Yep, 2118. Yep.
Because when I use Sky Tools tells me that the Witch Head Nebula never rises high enough to be well observed in Belvedere, in my town. So
To be observed, not imaged.
Yeah, so I could do it. I'd have to rotate my camera just right. But
yeah, you'd have to go a long way on the camera for the APS.
Almost kind of long and diagonal, but man, it would fit completely in the whole frame with the 81. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I have to try that maybe.
Yeah.
But that's not till the fall, right? That doesn't.
Yeah, that's like Thor's helmet area, kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of falls in the fall.
Falls in the fall.
Yeah. But that's another one of those targets too, where the moon can affect everything.
It can, because that's an RGB target. So.
And the moon and that path of the moon is right through it a lot of times. So that's like Orion and the Horse Head, Witch Head, Casper. The moon that's the same path the moon takes pretty much. So Dan, you said you bought all those O-rings from Photonic Cleaning. If you go on their website, they have the O-rings that fit each individual scopes and stuff like that.
So make sure you call first contact. Call them, because some of the standard O-rings, right, will fit the scopes that you have. And so, there's only certain things that I had to get that was not standard. And that was I got one for the secondary for the 9 1/4. That was not standard. It was a 3.5 inch for the secondary. So it goes around the secondary. And then the only everything else was standard. So I got 2-inch ones. Got 2-inch ones. I got 1 1/4 inch ones, little guys.
Yeah.
And then I got for the 130 and for the 9 1/4.
Okay.
So your best bet, because I when I placed my order, this one was custom. This is a 2 3/4 inch. I think this was for the Red Cat, I think, if I remember right. But you might want, so all these O-rings are for the red contact polymer solution from, it's a cleaning solution from First Contact Polymer. And Dave Geeson, who is the CEO and developer of First Con, they use this stuff for NASA type stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous what
They use it on all the big land-based telescopes and everything.
Yep, and it's a polymer, and you basically just paint it on the lens, and then you yank it off very carefully, and you yank it off, and these O-rings are made for specific sizes, so there is no leakage into your mirror cell or lens cell.
For your lens cell, yeah.
Okay, so this is a stopgap from the polymer getting anywhere where it really shouldn't be. So in this case, for the 9 1/4, I bought 2 for the 9 1/4. I bought one for the larger diameter, which is a one near the ring, the heater ring, or the what do you call it?
Outer edge of the corrector.
Yeah, the ring that goes. So one thing. It was kind of funny. I was actually talking to David, and I was like, wait a minute. So it's 9 1/4, right? So is it 9 1/4 to the edge of the scope, or is it 9 1/4 usable, lens and stuff? So we found out that the 9 1/4 is actually the diameter.
Primary mirror size.
Well, it's the primary mirror size, but it's also the diameter of the correcting lens from edge to edge of the actual the holding plate, or the dew heater ring, or the ring. So the inside part of that, not the outside, it's the inside part of that. So you're able to use that 9 1/4. Me and Dave were like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. So so it's 9 1/4 for that. And then I also bought the one for the secondary to go around the secondary on the inside, just so nothing kind of gets in there. I mean, not saying it's gonna, but just to make sure, with stuff like this, I like to err on the point of safety. So, just get something like that, put it around the secondary, cover it with the polymer, let it sit, a good half hour or so, and then slowly peel it.
It just peels off. And
what I do is, and what this is what was recommended by Photonics is that you put some of the polymer. You put some of the polymer around each of the rings, right?
Yeah, to kind of make a gasket.
To make a gasket, you put it around the rings first. Okay, then you put those around your corrector and around your secondary. Then you use the rest. Then you use the Photonics polymer on your actual corrector plate. Let it dry. In this way, it makes it a lot easier when you're taking it off, that you don't have issues with anything hanging or getting stuck off of that off of your actual O-rings. So and it makes it really, really easy to peel it off and everything. So there's some steps you have to do. You have to put the polymer on the rings first, let it dry on there, let it get on there, then put that on the corrector plate, then put the polymer around the actual corrector plate glass and get it nice there. Let it set for I've let mine set for a couple hours, when I've done it in the past, and it's fine.
Yeah,
as long as it's dry,
you can't let it sit too long. It's just you have to let it sit at least long enough, though.
Long enough,
dry.
exactly.
Yeah,
because I've used it a lot for my. I've used it a lot for my filters, my 2-inch filters.
Yep.
I'll put it in there.
Oh, I've used it on those. I've used it on my cameras, on the front of the cameras.
The glass on front of the sensor.
Yeah. Oh my God, it works amazing.
And so check it out. And Dave will come into this. He's coming on the show on September 11th, by the way.
I've got to get some more of that, matter of fact.
And here you go. So here it is. This is the deluxe kit, and it's a little pricey. It's $220, right?
But it lasts a long time.
But it lasts.
You get a lot.
Forever.
You get a lot of product.
Yeah. So, and it comes with the peel tabs. So remember, we're talking about peeling it off. So you kind of lay this kind of mesh kind of thing in there. So you're able to kind of slowly pull it up, and it just comes up in a nice big sheet of red. It comes with the spray bottle, it comes with the peel tabs, it comes with the string, and a whole bunch of first contact polymer. And this is the
that's
deluxe
the kit I got. It's a great kit.
That's the one I got.
It's a great kit.
Yep. So, definitely check it out. But if you want to get more information on, they do have, and you can't see it because I'm in front of it, but there is a chat in there. And plus the phone number's on the top, 608-467-5396. You can talk to
They're based
David.
in Wisconsin.
Yep. He will pick up the phone. He talks to everybody. So whenever you have any questions on what O-rings to get or what to purchase, he's definitely, him and his wife run the company, and it's just awesome. So take a look at it. First contact polymer.
It works hands down better than anything I've ever used.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you gotta know how to use it, right? You gotta know how to use it.
Oh yeah.
So watch the videos, RTFM,
right.
Get the right O-rings depending on what scope you have. Don't try and do it. Practice on a dinner plate. Even I've done that where I just wanted to see how long it would take to kind of dry. And just put a little bit on there and see how long. Oh, nope, it's still some on there, so I need to wait a little longer. Do it again. You don't have to use a whole bottle to do that, but test it a little bit and see before you start putting it on a $10,000 telescope. You don't want to do that. So
exactly.
Yeah, and it works great. And the thing is, like I said, it's not a matter of having it on too long. I mean, you could literally do this if it's a cloudy, crappy evening and you want to just do something. You can get all your equipment laid out, get everything set up, do all your equipment, go to bed, wake up the next day,
rip it off,
peel it all off, and now you've got perfectly clean everything.
Yep. Yeah, if your dew shield doesn't come off, it might be a little difficult to do. If you're able to collapse the dew shield, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure.
So on the MP127, if I remember right, Tom, I believe it's all one piece. So I don't think you have that capability to do that. I don't think you do. It will probably be a pain in the butt. So keep on doing whatever you're doing as far as cleaning. But most of the telescopes these days,
my ES 127, it folds all the way in where the cell sticks out.
Yeah, the MP127 I think is a solid kind of thing where everything is one tube. So you definitely take a look at it. I could be wrong. It won't be the first time, but I think the televiews are all one piece. I think most of them are, if I remember right. MP 101, 127, 101 IS. I think they're all one piece.
Yeah.
Sucks. They're great scopes.
The main key, though, I think for that product is it's great for your filters, your reducers, and your glass on your sensors.
Yep.
Because that's where you're going to get most of those dust motes in your photos. The main optics, way out in front of your sensor, you're not going to see.
Very dim. But you know what?
You aren't going to see a lot. Now, it does help, but you're still, as far as clean optics, it's that stuff that's close to the sensor that
absolutely
really
I agree 100%.
Gets so annoying.
Yep, you get those big donuts, and it's so
annoying.
It is, but the wonderful thing of flats, it will help you quite a bit. But there are some times where you're off in your rotation by a hair, and your flats are useless. So they're useless. You're like, I got flats, I can see them. And then when you place them on top of each other, they just off a little bit. They don't line up. So definitely a way to go.
Then you have 3D donuts.
Yeah, exactly.
You get
Yeah.
those 3D donuts.
That doesn't look right. But I mean, it is one of those things that kind of is annoying. But to your point, just I mean, I've had my obsession for almost 20 years.
Mhm.
I've probably cleaned the main optic. I'm sorry, my 18-inch. I've probably cleaned the main optic on it in 20 years, probably 3 times.
Wow.
Probably 3 times. So, because I take care of it. You know what I mean? It's just what you cover it. When I don't use it for long periods of time, I actually take the mirror out and put it in its original box, cover it up
Oh,
with
wow.
So I take care of this thing pretty sweet. So I mean,
That
I don't.
mirror must weigh so much.
It weighs. It does weigh a bit. I mean, it's a 2-inch mirror. I mean, it's thick.
It must be
So
heavy.
it's about 60 pounds, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Just the mirror. Not to mention I don't have a ultra compact obsession. I have the wood oak one, and overall the 18-inch I think weighs something like 140 something pounds. All put together. Even with the truss tubes. I mean, truss tubes are aluminum, weighs nothing, but I mean it's all in the rocker box plus the stellar cat and all the other stuff that I got on it. So
yeah, I mean, the mirror in that 6-inch friggin' Carbon Star weighs a ton.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
it's
a 2-inch
heavy.
mirror.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Yeah,
for just a little tiny 6-inch mirror, man. It's got some beat.
Bend with the knees, man. Bend with the knees, right? Safety training, right? But on a serious note, if you're gonna do the 2-inch filters, get the 2-inch O-rings from. Get them. Don't worry about the millimeter or two that this is covering
on the outer
up.
edge.
Yeah. Don't worry about that. And in all fairness, if you do what Eric said and coat the O-ring with the polymer, it's gonna pick it up once you pull the O-ring up.
Yeah.
So, it'll be good to go. So I can't wait to play around with this again. And now that I got some good O-rings, we'll be good to go. What do we got? 9:36. Captain Hernia to the rescue.
Yeah. Don't forget, guys. Do not forget to go and vote if you haven't voted yet. And you got until Friday. You got until Friday night until 9:30 Eastern. But
I voted.
Go ahead, go vote. Check out those 3 images. And let everybody know. Like, I'm really thinking about going ahead, posting something in Facebook, just dropping those images into a Facebook post and say, "Hey, go vote." So
I voted.
Yes,
I voted too. I did.
This is the year of elections. Go vote.
Yeah.
Exercise your rights. Go vote.
Telling you.
In our case, you vote, and you vote, and if you enter, you get a chance to win some,
some cash.
Get some cash,
It's a dinero.
To go get some new gear.
Telling you,
new gear is good.
And you're gonna spend it right back with me.
That's it.
Amen.
Hey, you know what? Hey, listen. You know what? I think that in all fairness, and thank you to Star Walking, Wilfredo's Astronomy, and Sean Nielsen, who have both donated sums of cash to help us with these prizes. So thank you to them for doing that. It's unbelievable. And listen, now we're gonna have a novice award, right? We'll have a novice award.
We have a novice award.
So now even the novices can win something and not be, like you said, be intimidated, let's say, about the pictures that are out there. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. No, Nikon.
They'll be more likely to say, "Hey, let me throw this in there. I'm proud of it. I like it." Yeah.
Absolutely. And as long as you don't win image of the week, and that's not the listen. And people like Jay Pellegrini and all the other guys, Greg Meyer and all this stuff, do not send any of your crappy pics in to try and yeah, I took this when I was 17 back in 1947 on plate film.
On plate film.
Yeah, exactly.
But
oh shit.
That's funny.
I was doing plate salving with an awl and a piece of metal. But
and all.
And all.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
All right, well, I'm getting a little delirious from sweating, so but everybody think about what I was talking about regarding Starfront, and if you have any ideas, hit me up on email, hit Eric up on email, hit Dave, whoever, and give us your ideas. And if that's something that you would like to see, throw it on Discord.
Join us on Discord and just kind of throw it up there.
Yeah, we hit 170 on Discord. We're almost at 200 on Discord. So,
making progress.
Yeah,
it blows up every day. My phone blows up all the time.
I'm telling
somebody
you,
on Discord.
Discord's crazy.
So it's a great avenue for for the community. I mean, I've never ever seen a question not go unanswered.
Nope.
On Discord.
I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
Been pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Final thoughts, peoples.
Well, I wish the clouds would go away. That's my final thought. I'm anxious to get my new equipment up and running and actually taking images so that I could, maybe do some image processing. But it is what it is. I'll deal with the bad and take the good when it comes. So
I would love to see what you get from that would be busted WD-20, which is busted and just fine. But
as soon as I get clear skies, I'm going to do as many 15-minute long exposures as I can get.
I can't wait to
see how they come out. And the only thing I'd have to worry about is if there's satellites or an airplane goes through. I have to pick a part of the sky that's not a typical flight path.
Right.
There are two areas in my sky that are typical flight paths.
Well, let's see. So I got JFK, LaGuardia, and MacArthur, and I'm right in the middle of all three of them.
I've got Dulles, Nash, Reagan, and Andrews.
And I forgot about Andrews. Yeah.
And there's a local Fort Belvoir runway.
I don't know that one.
It's small planes and.
Was it like Cessnas and stuff? Like
no, it's Fort Belvoir. So they
okay, gotcha.
Small jets, and maybe some helicopters, but they run when they're coming in. It's low and they're real, but yeah, Belvoir. I mean Andrews, Reagan, and Dulles. I mean, but typically they are all in two spots in the sky. So,
and then rejection will take care of it.
Everything, well, not a 737, it won't. But
when you got 5 lights going across, that's something else. But,
it takes care of Elon Musk's Starnet, but it doesn't take care of a 737.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
It does not.
So, but I'm anxious to use that. Try and see how well it works.
Awesome.
From just the preliminary stuff that I was able to do last week with it, I am psyched.
Yep.
Cool. And I finally got it to flip.
Yep.
So that was a good thing too.
Maybe you could throw something on the blog on maybe write something up real quick. I'll throw it up there on how you got it to flip and what the settings were.
Yeah, I have to go through everything, make sure I document what I did and how I set it so that I can know, so that when I do, so that when I do set up the mine, I can make sure to duplicate all that. But I will do that. Yeah, for sure.
All right, Eric. Final?
No, just again, just a great show, great conversations. Thank you guys for everything you guys do for us and the support and your participation. And I look forward to seeing everybody on Friday, and hopefully we get some clear skies here pretty soon so we can do a little bit more imagery.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have a great rest of the week, and we'll catch you guys on Friday.
All right, everybody. Well, again, have a great night. Let's see, Friday will be the 26th, so no guests or anything this Friday, but maybe we'll come up with something on what we're going to talk about. I don't know. We got to get back to constellations. I think we got to do something. But man, it's hot in here. I can't even think. It is really hot in here. I got like a streak. I don't even want to say where the sweet streak is going. It's just like starts at the top of my neck and ends somewhere at my toes. It's like
it's got a little crotch pot cooking.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to take a shower after the show. It's horrible. But everybody, have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your hump day. If you're on the West Coast, it's only about dinner time, so enjoy your dinner. For those of you on the East Coast, have a nice little nightcap and go get some Z's. And everybody have a great night. We'll see everybody on Friday night. And great show, everybody. It was a great conversation. And looking forward to Friday. In the meantime, keep imaging, keep educating, and clear skies. And we'll see you Friday.
Rock on.
Yo, hang tough.
Rock on.
God help me.
Oh, my God. It's all. Goodbye.